Get ready for a major football shakeup. Bernardo Silva is on the move, with Juventus and Barcelona locked in a fierce battle to secure his signature. Will he leave Manchester City for Italy or Spain? We've got the inside scoop. And speaking of Juventus, Dusan Vlahovic has just dropped a cryptic hint about his future to a former Bianconeri legend. What did he tell Mario Mandzukic, and what does it mean for his contract talks? Plus, we hear from Douglas Costa. The former Juventus winger is revealing his most underrated teammate and even giving Robert Lewandowski some surprising advice. What's he been saying about the Bianconeri? And we'll also dive into a touching moment where Dusan Vlahovic shared a surprisingly candid reply with a young fan about his current form. Stay tuned for all the drama, transfers, and insights you need. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell.
Your brand new iPhone deserves the best protection, and the iLume 3-Pack Screen Protector plus 3-Pack Camera Lens Protector has you covered. Don't take risks with your iPhone. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
Bernardo Silva's Manchester City future hangs in the balance. This is huge news for football fans across Europe, as one of City's most influential midfielders is reportedly ready for a new challenge. The battle for his signature is heating up, with Italian giants Juventus and Spanish powerhouses Barcelona both vying for his talent. Will he bring his magic to Serie A or La Liga? The decision could reshape the landscape of European football next season. Reports suggest Silva is keen to explore new opportunities, and both Juventus and Barcelona see him as a transformative signing. For Juventus, it could be the final piece in their midfield puzzle, while Barcelona would be acquiring a player with proven experience at the highest level. The coming weeks will be crucial as clubs try to convince Silva and his current employers. The football world is watching closely to see where this midfield maestro will land next. Fans are buzzing with speculation online, with hashtags trending for both clubs. Analysts are debating the tactical implications of such a move for any potential suitor, and the transfer rumor mill is in overdrive. Will Manchester City let their star midfielder go, and who will win the race for his signature? Next, we uncover what Dusan Vlahovic revealed about his future to a Juventus legend. Dusan Vlahovic drops a telling hint about his Juventus future. During a chat with former Juventus hero Mario Mandzukic, the Serbian striker was asked directly about his plans. This comes as Juventus is urgently working to extend Vlahovic's contract, which is set to expire at the end of the season. His answer, a little longer, suggests a deal is on the horizon, but there are still hurdles to overcome. While Vlahovic is reportedly willing to accept a wage cut from his current €12 million annual salary, a gap remains in negotiations. He's pushing for a figure closer to Kenan Yıldız's reported €7 million, which Juventus seems to have set as a new wage ceiling. The arrival of his agent, Darko Ristic, in Turin is expected to be a pivotal moment in these discussions, potentially unlocking an agreement after he finalizes business for another client. Fans are dissecting every word, with social media abuzz about Vlahovic's commitment. Analysts are weighing in on the financial implications for Juventus and whether the club can meet the striker's demands while managing their wage structure. The club sees his renewal as a top priority to maintain their attacking prowess. Will Vlahovic commit his future to Turin, or is a move elsewhere inevitable? Up next, we hear from Douglas Costa about his most underrated teammate and his surprising advice for Robert Lewandowski. Douglas Costa weighs in on Juventus's past, present, and future. The former Bianconeri winger, who recently made a return to Italian football with Serie D side Chievo Verona, shared his fond memories and insights in a candid interview. Costa revealed he remains in contact with former teammates like Leonardo Bonucci and Alex Sandro, and expressed his desire to return to the Allianz Stadium. He spoke about the immense pressure at Juventus, but remains convinced the club will soon be back competing for top honors. Costa reflected on his own career, lamenting the injuries that hampered his potential, including missing out on possible World Cup appearances. He even admitted to nearly returning to Juventus in 2023, putting himself forward for a second spell. He also drew comparisons between Maurizio Sarri's possession-based style and Massimiliano Allegri's devastating counterattacks, recalling the epic 2018 Champions League comeback against Real Madrid as one of his career highlights. But who did he name as the most underrated teammate? Sami Khedira, for his immense strength and class. And what advice does he have for Robert Lewandowski? To join Juventus, where he'd be perfect, though he acknowledges Vlahovic's importance. Supporters are reminiscing about Costa's electrifying runs and debating his what-if career. Analysts are discussing his assessment of Khedira and his bold recommendation for Lewandowski, considering Juventus's current striker situation. Could a former star make a comeback, and what does Costa think about the club's current stars? Finally, we witness a surprisingly candid moment from Dusan Vlahovic with a young fan. Dusan Vlahovic's poignant reply to a young fan sparks conversation. A recent video capturing an interaction between Dusan Vlahovic and a young Juventus supporter has gone viral, revealing a moment of unexpected honesty from the striker. When asked by the boy, "How good are you?" Vlahovic responded with a smile, "Well, once upon a time." This simple yet wistful answer has resonated with many, seen by some as humorous and by others as a melancholic reflection on his career trajectory. Since his high-profile move to Juventus in January 2022, Vlahovic has faced challenges with injuries and inconsistent form, and the team's results haven't always met expectations, yielding only one Coppa Italia. His future at the club also remains uncertain, with his contract expiring and interest from other clubs. Despite this, reports suggest he is keen to renew with Juventus on a new deal that would include a reduced salary, but extend his stay for another 2 years. The clip has fueled debate online about Vlahovic's current confidence and his future prospects. Football pundits are analyzing his response in the context of his career struggles and the ongoing contract negotiations, questioning whether this candidness reflects a deeper sentiment about his form. Is Vlahovic looking back at his peak, or is he signaling a renewed commitment? That's all the football news we have for you today, but stick around for our lightning round recap and full call to action. That's all the football news we've got for you today. We covered Bernardo Silva's potential move, Dusan Vlahovic's cryptic hints and candid fan interaction, and Douglas Costa's insights and advice. Don't miss out on any of the action, make sure you're subscribed, and have that notification bell turned on. Hit like if you enjoyed this update, leave a comment with your thoughts on these stories, and follow us on all our social media channels for even more exclusive content. We'll see you in the next video.